In this universe,
in this galaxy, in this world, beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
Stop. Yeah. Stop. No. Okay, continue.
I don't know any more of the words. Music! We're here. We are live. And, God, my upset tummy. How are you doing, Alex?
I am alive.
A-live.
Yes.
Not alive, A-live.
Yes.
Guess there's a difference in the American way to say it and the Canadian way. A and ah.
A?
Kind of like Z and Z. A and ah. No?
Yes.
All right. So I see that Home Slice Brody's here and Ryan. We got a couple of the listeners. Hopefully they're Canadians. I'm going to start right off the bat with a text that Brody sent me today. And he asked if Our Lady Peace is in the top 10 for Canadian bands. And I tend to agree with him. Now, he listed Rush, Hip, Triumph, Guess Who, Nickelback, the band Bare Naked Ladies. And I kind of agree with him. I can't think of anyone else to put ahead of them. I mean, it also depends the criteria in which you're putting people on this list. Because I know right away Alex is going, well, the Tea Party's better than all of them. Because I know Alex loves the Tea Party. See, I know. And I'm the one that's like, yeah, well, Tragically was on there, but it's like, yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3 years of the Tragically Hip, and then the rest you can figure out. But it's an interesting conversation. I guess it depends. It's just like any list that is ever out there in music. It's subjective, and it is up to the person's opinion. But what are your thoughts?
My first thought is that I don't know that many Canadian bands in comparison to American bands. I am a sad individual, but yes, I do think the Tea Party should be there. I definitely agree that Rush and the Tragically Hip should be on there. For whatever reason, Gordon Lightfoot comes to mind, even though I didn't listen to his music. Leonard Cohen, he's Canadian, isn't he?
We weren't going solos, just band.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I said Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Right? So, again, it's all subjective, right? You could pile 10 Canadians in a room and ask them, and I'm betting they'll probably do like a top 3. Well, I guess there's only 2 I think everybody will agree on. That is Rush and the Trash. That everybody will be like, yeah, okay, that's either flip them. 1, 2, 2, 1, whatever. Like people like I realize how good, but I like Tragically Hip better than Rush. Brody's like, I like Rush better than Tragically Hip. It's got to change, right? Some people who, for some reason, have an unhealthy hate for Nickelback could be like, hey, they shouldn't even be in the top 10 because Nickelback sucks. And you'd be like, why? And they're like, oh, the music sounds the same. And yeah. I'm like, AC/DC has 14 albums that sound the same, and they're considered one of the greatest rock bands ever.
Slayer, which is an American band, they have quite a few similar sounding songs, and they've never deviated from how they do their music, yet their music is great.
And there have been see, there should be 3 Triumph Silk. See, and I'm not a huge Triumph guy.
Me neither.
See, but what I find interesting is people poop on Nickelback, but then like you read some of the lyrics, like read the lyrics to How You Remind Me. It's like, those are deep lyrics, you know. But then you get like, I realize it's just one song, and it's like Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Chorus.
Yeah. Actually, so I was told this by Coach this weekend. Oh, see, I hate BTO with a passion. Like I don't know. I just don't like them at all. I wouldn't even put them in my top 20. I would put I put our band over them. That's how much I don't like them. Another Simple Solution is higher on the top 10, the top list for my world than BTO. I just hey you. Shut up. God. Oh man. I lost on a rant. Oh, so this on Friday, in case you guys didn't see, I'm star-studded now. I was on wrestling. I made it on SmackDown on television for a brief second. Nick Babiak messaged me while I was coming home from Calgary. Like, I think I just saw you on SmackDown. I'm like, I was there. Yeah, me, Chris, my buddy Chris, his daughter, and Coach all made it on SmackDown.
Nice.
A quick blup. But talking to Coach going up there, he was like, he's 6'7", 300 or some pounds. So he's done a lot of bouncing and security. He actually saw Nickelback in a bar when they were just a Metallica cover band. That's what they used to be.
In comparison, Tex.
Oh, really? Yeah, you want to get into the shit music you've given us?
Not just music, movies, people in general.
Don't even go there. How about you? Okay, we'll give you. You could take Lizzo and Beyonce. There's 2. There's your 2. Your criminal crap that you've given us, the world.
No, Beyonce's great. I'm not with you on that one.
Shut up.
And I don't listen to her music, but she's pretty great.
Oh, you know, no. And okay, so this is that whatever podcast I listed. This is the point. He wasn't even him. No, it was another one. And he said, he says all the group. This gentleman says to a group of women, do you look up to? And they said Beyonce. And he goes, oh, really? So, well, why is that? Because she stands for women and blah blah blah. He's like, really? So, yeah, she wrote, all the single ladies, and I could have another you in a minute. But when Jay-Z got caught cheating, did she go anywhere? No. She stayed right there. Yeah, she may have money, but she don't have Jay-Z money.
And why? What else would you expect from a guy who wrote a song called Big Pimpin', or at least co-wrote the song?
You got 99 problems, but bitch ain't one.
Because he's got how many billions now?
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah. That'll make stuff disappear in a hurry. Ralphie May said it when Colby's wife cheated on him, right? And she stayed with him. Now she got a $4 million ring. Like, that'll make a lot of stuff disappear. But
How you doing, Gordon? It's been a while. Were you in Facebook jail?
Yeah, no doubt. So, are we allowed to play video? Yeah, he was original Sabretooth in the first X-Men.
That was a pretty good role for him.
And you wonder what? I think they should have stuck with him. Because he really looked the part. He was big. His Sabretooth was always way bigger than Logan.
Yep.
Right? So I thought he was perfect for the role. So I sent a couple videos to Alice. Are we able to play those clips on our show of other shows?
The Piers Morgan one, I wouldn't play it, but I would show where it came from, and I can do that just so people have a reference to what we're talking about.
Well, I want to also talk about the adult stroller one, just so people can see this is what the humanity that we're dealing with now, and this is. I can Reader's Digest this. So these videos are on YouTube. That's where I found them. I don't even know who the first girl is. She kind of reminds me of a female Ben Shapiro, right? And she talks about, like, there's this rotund woman who apparently, hey, I'm allowed to say because I'm big, so F her. And again, to watch this video, she's saying how you should be able to use a wheelchair even if you don't really need a wheelchair. So basically saying that she's a fat tub of lard and doesn't feel like walking. And she feels that she should be able to use a wheelchair. But I guess people are kind of poo-pooing that. And she's like, well, fine. A baby can walk. Make a baby walk. No more strollers. So she's comparing, so she wants an adult stroller. This is the humanity that we're dealing with now. Like,
well, my freedom. I can use a wheelchair under my freedom laws, right?
But that's the thing. Then I don't understand. What attention is she bringing to herself that people know that she's not handicapped? You know what I mean? Like, you can't always judge. You see people like that, like, well, you're fine. Oh, well, maybe while this person's walking, and maybe they look like they're walking fine, maybe by the time they would get halfway down the first aisle, they'd have a nerve disorder, and all of a sudden they're on the ground.
Let's go back to, sorry to interrupt, let's go back to 3 months after you got out of the hospital. You could walk for a limited amount of time before you had to stop and sit down. So people who didn't know, they might look at you and say, oh, Nick, you're fine. You can get up and walk. You can do anything. I hate that. And I'm beginning to understand that now. Looking at a person and saying, oh, I don't see you with crutches. I don't see you missing an arm or a leg. Therefore, you're fine. BS.
Yeah. Well, the only time I've ever called anyone out on a spot is when you get that stuck up, snobby labia butthole that, they didn't say anything else bad, that obviously does not have a baby with her and parks in the baby spots. That I remember one time I actually said to a lady, I said, hey, ma'am, where's your baby? Is it still in the vehicle? And she gave me the finger, and I couldn't even help it. All I yelled at her was, hey, maybe you should put that somewhere and you'd be a little more happy. But, you know, I don't, no, honestly, Gordon, if I played the video for you, I'm just going to bring it up just so I can see the link, and I'll put the link in here. But to me, it's a bigger person. Yeah. Now, if you look at this video, someone might be like, what?
Like stupidity. Yeah, that is a disability.
So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna post this here. You guys can check this out yourself, okay? To me, it's just a big fat woman who doesn't want to walk and feels that she's like this young lady. Tell me that if you guys watch the video, she does not look like a female Ben Shapiro. But that's what this reeks of to me. And just watch the video. I don't even know how long it is.
40 seconds, 45.
Yeah. So yeah, just like to me, yeah, she's just, you know.
Well, of course, we're north of the border, for one, and for two, we don't have guns. No, I'm kidding.
No, Redneck has a lot of guns. Well, his dad has a lot of guns.
That's just how we was raised, Tex. See, Tex has got that, or at least the appearance of that Southern gentlemanly kind of thing going on, but does he actually live up to that hype? I don't know. We're trying to stay on YouTube. You know, I got an email recently from YouTube, not me myself, but our channel. Our 100th episode was removed for violating the medical misinformation policy. So now I have to go through and listen to the entire episode and type out 3 paragraphs, just a human, just to say it's sarcasm. We don't advocate this. We're kidding, blah, 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 blah. And if we have to do this every time, fine, because AI, which is going through this stuff through the transcripts, has not yet understood and probably never will understand human sarcasm. So I'm willing to fight that battle to the death.
So basically, if you do have one, just save it and just keep printing it, right? Like just say do it once and just keep sending it. Just change a little bit to get a. But see, Ryan, see what I mean? Like, Ryan, does that not reek as someone who's just too lazy just to walk?
It's one thing if you go to a store and there are, I don't know, wheelchairs or those little carts galore, and you see that there are 20 or 30 there. So let's say you yourself, Nick, you wanted to get in one because your leg is sore. Mm-hmm. Okay. But if there are 2 there and you take one, well, you don't know who else is going to come in the next 5 minutes or 30 seconds and need it.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
And I've got a little.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I got a little companion piece. It's a 16-second video, but while I'm getting that ready, you go ahead.
Well, again, Ryan, does she not look like a female Ben Shapiro? She totally does. But yeah, I want to see Alex's companion piece here.
If I can remember where I put it.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Kim used to get so annoyed with me because when I did get hurt, when I was hurt, I would drive the cripple cart around all the time. And I'd be like, I'd be making noises and beeping my horn like, meep, meep, move, meep, meep. Oh, she was so embarrassed. Would you expect anything less from me, honestly? Did you find it?
No, I'm usually more prepared than this for stuff like that.
Yeah. What the hell?
I had it around here somewhere. I'm downloading a bunch of stuff last night.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see some of those videos. Actually, I got one. Let me find it. I shared who I don't know who I sent it to.
Bumper cars in Walmart.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm allowed to send these videos because I am also morbidly obese. So, I don't know if I'm morbid. I'm still morbidly obese. But see, this stuff's funny to me. This stuff's hilarious to me. Yeah, especially this one. I'm pretty sure she put herself out on TV for this one. So I'm going to share this while Alex is still figuring his crap out. All right. Share sound. Okay, here we go. Oh, I love the internet. I love it so much. Oh, did you find it yet?
No, not yet. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I got it. Yeah, it wasn't where I thought it was. Shout out to the 3 people on my Facebook who are watching but don't comment. Well, aside from Gordon. Thank you very much, Gordon. Somebody
actually usually comments on there too.
You roll her, you push her onto her side, and you roll her like a log or something. Hopefully it's all
log, down. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's fat.
I'm going to hell for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is about 15 seconds.
Okay.
Why are you in a wheelchair when I saw you get out of your car and walk?
Can you help me?
This person walked out of their vehicle and assembled that wheelchair.
I have nerve damage in one leg, sir. I can walk.
Fair enough.
But again, it's not your business.
Yeah.
That's what it comes around full circle to. It's not your business. Like, and it's not your fuck. It's doing good too. It's not your business. Like, I don't know. Speaking of gluttony and being fat.
Yeah, what do you have for lunch?
What did I have for lunch? I had a red pepper, a whole red pepper, and a couple pieces of garlic sausage. That was it. Was it this one here? Nope. Was it this? There it is. There you go.
I don't know this, but this is actually the right way to eat a cinnamon roll. We start by unraveling it from the center. And
that is not the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll. That is not the way you're supposed to do it. That is some false ass information about the cinnamon roll, and I don't appreciate it. You will have all these goofy ass children walking around eating the cinnamon rolls the wrong way. That is not correct information. You're supposed to eat the cinnamon roll right there.
Cinnamon in the road. Now, if you read, it's got closed captioning. It says, "Eat the cinnamon in the road." It doesn't even know what the hell he's saying.
That guy on the right, that's Pimp Monk. He used to be a regular guest on the Drunken Peasants. Shout out to Pimp
really?
Monk. He's doing really good on TikTok and has been since he got on there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Pimp Monk.
Okay.
Pimp Monk's awesome.
And everybody knows I've said something last week. I actually listened to the Whatever podcast today. I tried to get through it. I couldn't. I'll watch some of the clips still, but I couldn't get through. Could not get through that whole episode. I was so annoyed. It was just, oh gosh. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not seeing the video of like the Optimus Prime chick and stuff, but oh my God, I couldn't get through it.
The Optimus Prime chick, you say?
Oh, I think I gotta find that meme now. The Garlock, the Destroyer girl. Do you have stories you gotta rip through? See if I can find it. I know I've shared it a ton of times.
Yes. Oh yeah. I got a bunch. So once it loads, I'll bring it up, and this goes to what Nick had sent me a little bit earlier.
Just going through stuff that I sent my brother. Now, if you know we don't care, but if you can't laugh at that, actually we do care. We have said that we don't agree with men in this. This is what we've agreed on. That's hilarious. Come
on. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was good too.
And we're both pretty middle of the road, but I'm considered, I think, even though no one's ever said it, the more liberal of the two of us on the show, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. So I'll share what Nick had sent me earlier in the week. All right. So this is Piers Morgan. Nick had shared this little clip with me. It's 47 seconds long. I'm not going to play it. If you want to, go ahead. Piers Morgan destroys woke girls' school. Well, not exactly. I hate this destroys, annihilates, obliterates, the silly language. Oh, we just destroyed. No, you didn't. No. One of these comments, I think it was in here, it goes a little bit more into detail. I'm not saying the comments are to be believed. However, if this is true, her contract ended, and due to her refusing to resolve the issue and de-escalate, the head teacher decided not to renew the teacher's contract. So this is a little bit more information that good old Piers, commentator / journalist, I guess, is not giving us. And I'll find another one.
But at the same time, but here's I don't know who's gonna go look at this video, but here's what the video stated basically, and it's true. I agree with this one. It's kind of like the whole Ben Shapiro when the young girl's like, "Where does it say Boy Scouts?" And he's like, "There's boy." He's like, "In the name Boy Scouts." So basically, what had happened was this group of girls at an all-girl school. That's the big thing, all-girl. Got mad when a teacher addressed the whole class as girls and staged a sit-in because there was one girl or one person in this school who went by them, their pronouns. And the teacher refused to acknowledge it, apparently. Now, I don't know about you guys, about any of my friends who have children. Okay. Text, I'm not trying to exclude you from this, but I know exactly what you would say. So I'm not, because I know you'd be like, God damn fucking. So then I started shooting. So for me, Brody, Ryan, well, even text. I will. Okay, if you sent your child, to an all boys school or an all female school, you would be, and you're spending money for this, and now you got kids that are doing sit-ins because there's someone that wants to be they them. So why are they even at the school? It is a girls' school. See, and
of course, Brody would make a comment like that. Hey,
and then, see, text. I was right. So then I started shooting. Right. So right. But no, it's a girls' school. They have paid money for probably a private school for these girls to go there. So you can't fault someone who's teaching in a girls' school using that pronoun, in my opinion. And I'm telling you that if my kid was in that class and they're doing a sit-in, guess who's getting my size 10.5 up their ass because I'm paying money for you to be in that class. Get your ass in that seat and listen to the teacher. Oh, they would take your child away. Good. They give me your headache then. Don't take your child away. You think he's all rainbow sunshines and lollipops and unicorn kisses? Take the little bugger. Yep. Let me know. Let me know once he eats your refrigerator if you want him around still. God damn.
Now I'm going to share a little bit more of the widening information and opinion on this piece. This is from 2021. I don't know why this is getting play now.
It just popped up on my Facebook.
Yeah, and that's interesting to me why that's getting a resurgence in attention. So if republicworld.com and the author Joel Curian is to be believed, if we scroll down, the school stated that the move was sparked by senior pupils identifying themselves as young women rather than girls. It added that the binary connotations were also a factor. It, however, refused the argument that the school's name should also be changed by the same logic because of what Piers Morgan had tweeted out. Call it St. Paul's non-binary gender fluid school and see how you get on with admissions. Now, going back to the clip you sent me, that 47-second clip, did it say anywhere in that clip that this was the St. Paul Girls' School in London? Okay.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me.
All right. Yeah. Take a listen.
Let me bring up your thing.
I don't think they mentioned it.
No, girls' school. Didn't mention.
Yeah. So, and Tex, I know you listen to Alex Jones, and I have in the past. I listened to Alex Jones from 2004 to 2013. I saw all his documentary films, so I am no fool when I talk about him. But I'm more biased now because I listen more to the Knowledge Fight podcast that plays Alex Jones clips and then criticizes. So, but bear with me, Tex. Alex Jones will sometimes do this where he will talk about a subject or a topic, but he won't cite the exact source. And one of the co-hosts of the Knowledge Fight podcast, Dan Friesen, he can't refute what Alex is saying because Alex is being so non-specific with how he's telling the story that he can't find any sources with which to criticize what Alex is saying and Alex's take on it. So he simply has to move on from it. And that's the case here, where Piers did not say that this was St. Paul's Girls' School in London, so you got to go looking for it. Well, if you're going to be a commentator or a journalist, you got to mention this basic thing.
Now, can you scroll? Okay, so down that article, it actually said, so here is what's becoming the problem with, and I would say this about religion and stuff too. It says on there, 7 students out of 700 and almost 800 students are non-binary. So that means we have to change everything in a school for 7 kids. Now, I'm not saying that things can't be looked at. Okay, but this is the whole problem when the minority of voices seem to be controlling the narrative on both sides, right and left. That is my opinion. So, but I want to play this for you, and you want to want this to make everybody happy. And I missed the video up. All right, hold on there. This. This. I don't think I played this on here, so I'm going to now. And we're going to laugh and have a good time.
Oh, yeah. What your boy got, dude? I didn't even know they bottled this stuff, dude. But I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it, so let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. One-handed. That's not pee. Dude, there's no way that's pee, dude. That's not pee, dude. I could have this stuff all over my face, dude. Whatever. That's not pee. It's not pee.
I took the mouse stick.
Now, I'm no squirt expert, but I'm almost certain, even though I can't cite any sources, that there have been scientific studies done on the remnants of squirt, and it is not urine. Either not 100% or not the majority. I don't know if that's true.
I don't care, man. I will style my beard in that shit. Let's party.
So there, I think there's an important distinction to be made there, Tex, because you come from Texas and you're all about my freedom, and I'm with you on that. But freedom of expression is one of those attributes that are contained within the First Amendment. Here in Canada, it's under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, freedom of expression. Now, there's a difference between someone saying that they are gay and someone forcing it on you. Now, I'm completely missing the point, because someone saying they're gay does not mean they're trying to force their pronouns on you. That's something different entirely. I realize that, but I'm not sure that saying a person saying that I have these pronouns means that they're forcing their BS on you, unless rules and legislations and laws and policies are being changed for that purpose. You know, I didn't make sense, did I?
I get what you're saying, but
right.
On the same, and again, you'll get these small slivers of people when you'll see this happen. When I watched the video where the guy said, he's like, "Oh, excuse me, I mean, sir," he's like, I didn't mean to, like, you can't really tell female or male. You can't. And he's like, but he's leaning more, and I kind of did too, that it's a female. And he's like, "I'm sorry if I misgendered you." And she's like, "And it's none of your business." He's like, "Oh, okay, well, sorry, ma'am." And she goes, "Oh, now you misgendered me." He's like, "You just told me it wasn't my business, and now I misgendered you." Like, when you see these videos of people getting, like, mad when they're like, "You misgendered me." Well, or like, "Oh, this person said I was, called me," and like, when you clearly look like a female, and someone said, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am," or like someone said, "Sir," and you identify as a woman. I don't think people are doing it to be malicious. I don't think. But then, like, you see these people that are confronting people and they're screaming at people. It's like, well, so like the whole famous, I'm a ma'am or whatever. The video stopped. It's like, okay, it was a Freudian slip, but can we please, calm down?
I think there's a way around this minefield that we're going through in this day and age. If people don't want to get caught up in misgendering, accidental or otherwise, because there are people who will do it intentionally, to simply not call people sir or ma'am. If you're at the counter and you're serving someone and you have to run off for whatever reason into the back, and you say to your coworker, "Can you help this person?" instead of, "Can you help this guy or this woman?" Just say, "Can you help this person? I have to run back there." I'm pretty sure there's a way around it where we don't have to say sir or ma'am. without pissing people off.
See, but then here's where I was taught to say, sir, ma'am. I taught my son that. Like, it is shocking when you hear him talk on video games and stuff, and then to hear him in public, it's like, wow, you know, like I guess I did do something right. Like, he's very, very polite, and
I think that speaks to a public and a private persona, or knowing how to talk to people in public.
My wife. The first time I heard Bank Kim, I was like, who is this bitch? Seriously. Like, I mean, we've known Kim since high school.
Yep.
And I had never heard Kim talk like that. And I was like, wow. I'm like, and she could tell by my face. I was like, this is unreal. Listen to my wife talk to other people. And she didn't say MF once. Wow. You know, but that's the thing. So now not even thinking, and my son said, yes, sir. And, you know, he couldn't even, and here's the thing, we've all seen the videos where he came like, oh, I'm sorry, but it's too late. You've already crossed that line. Accidentally or not.
Yeah.
Where I would retort, well, I could have called you to see you next Tuesday, but I didn't because I have manners. Anyways, what do you have for stories? We have stories you'd like to go through?
We do.
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't get enough water. It's mainly ice, so please bear with me. Oh.
Oh boy, here we go.
Uh-oh.
So I've got to say this now, learning from the latest email we just got from YouTube. When I'm going to talk about this story that I found on MSN and the subsequent comments that go with it, we are not spreading or advocating medical misinformation. The reason that I'm bringing this story and the comment therein up is because I find it disturbing and hilarious at the same time. So do the AI bots understand that, or does this show have to get flagged after the fact, maybe 2 or 3 weeks down the road, and I have to write another paragraph saying, no, we're not advocating this comment. We're just saying this is hilarious and stupid at the same time. Come on, AI. Come on.
That's scary. I don't like it.
There's a really good conversation that TJ, Scotty, and Paul had, because I like to listen to Deep Fat Fried, and one of their accompanying channels is Onion Nuggets, and they had a really good conversation about AI. I think it's called the AI Takeover. It's a good 20 or 30 minutes long. I think it's more closer to 30. And they had a really good conversation about where AI is and where it might be going. I highly recommend, if you can find it, give it a listen. But we ourselves are nowhere near that level of discourse. So we're more along the lines of dragging feet and saying, dragging knuckles, pardon me. Yeah.
With a big club behind us.
Gotta go get me a woman. No.
Oh, sorry.
All
that
right.
was my wiener.
So, King of the Hill actor Johnny Hardwick dead at 64.
Oh my gosh, I already know what you're saying.
Yes. All right. So, ignoring this moron who has, I'm pretty sure this is a troll account because that's all this guy says is safe and effective. I brought this up last year, so the hell with him. Ooh, I think it's in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit down. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe they took it away. Nope, I think it's in here. Someone had a comment. I'm pretty sure it got taken away because of how ridiculous it was. Oh, okay. So this is adjacent to that. It's not exactly the same thing. So good old George says lots of dead, quote unquote, safe people out there because the vaccine is, quote unquote, safe and effective. now AI, I'm talking to the AI bots now who are going to flag this. We're not advocating this position. We are making fun and light of people who hold this position. So that's what that is referencing. And then this moron says it's in the bottled water. Well, prove it. I'm pretty sure that the comment that I was looking for got flagged and removed. One of these morons, and it was rent-free, I'm pretty sure who said it. He said something to said something to the effect of, when you go to the dentist, the vaccine is in something that the dentist administers. Now, again, to the AI, we're not advocating or spreading medical misinformation. I'm sharing this as yet another example of human stupidity and trolling and why some people believe what they believe, because they'll go into comment sections and say, oh, what this person said must be true. So it's gone now, but if there's a way to find it in the Wayback Machine from yesterday or the day before, you'll find a comment from Rent Free. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I want to show now. I'm not going to say the name. I don't know if Brody's still listening. A lot of these people aren't on here. So there's a Tabor roast and toast.
Oh, nice.
Facebook. All right. So someone, this is my opinion. If you're going to go on a roast and toast and you're going to go on anywhere and you post anonymously, your opinion means nothing. Grow a set of balls. Stand behind your convictions. Not only do we stand behind our convictions, our face is right here. So, and if you ever want to have a conversation with us, we'll have a talk. We've said that before. Okay? So, this is we talked about blah, blah, blah. Where is this post? Somebody posted it here. And a gentleman who not only lost his job because he was one of those big time nice. Well, then Brody, I know who we're talking about. He was a big time conspiracy guy about how it was a fake flu and blah blah blah. Don't get the jab. The whole 9 years. Lost his job as a teacher because of this stuff. So talking about grading the road out of Trout Farm, which, just so everybody knows, and if he does see this or any of the other people in town hear about this, it was on the docket to be done. We were short-staffed last week because people were on holidays. So it was a lot of work to do, and the guys got to it on Friday. It wasn't because of Facebook. It wasn't because of the roast and toast. They were planning on doing it because the dump road got done too. But anyways, this person then says, out of nowhere, like this has nothing to do with this, and he says, like the warning tape on the park benches during the Wu flu nonsense, like, you know, changing traffic signs that we're doing just fine, moronic bylaws and masks, light shows on multi-buildings, every stupid left turn virtual signals, and a waste of tens of thousands of dollars in the last few years. What did that have to do with paving or grading a road? Like, anytime you could throw one of them stupid barbs out there just to, you know, just remind everybody that you're dumb, you know, like.
That's what, and I've said this before, what some people like that will do. They'll simply bring that up to steer the conversation in that direction because they think they are top kingpin when it comes to that topic. And that's what they want to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ugh.
Ryan had an interesting comment earlier. Hold on. Is that too stupidity disability again?
Yeah.
All right. So Ryan had a good comment. Man like me who's vaxxed but loves unhealthy food drops dead tomorrow unexpectedly. I guess it's the vax. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if Ryan has been eating unhealthy food all his life and not doing enough cardio or any cardio at all, and he's not taking into account his blood pressure, his cholesterol, his sugars, if he's not getting that checked and he drops dead tomorrow, the Occam's razor is that it's because of the vax. Now, again, to the AI, we're not advocating this kind of medical misinformation. I'm using this as an example of why misinformation spreads and why some people spread misinformation despite contrary information out there. But it all depends on what you want to believe, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So Ryan drops dead. Yeah, it's got to be because of that. It couldn't be because of his lack of exercise regimen, his terrible high blood pressure, his lack of sleep, his not watching what he ate. What else? It could be a heart condition. Oh, we know where the heart condition came from. No, you don't, because you don't know Ryan's medical history. You're not Ryan's doctor looking at how Ryan has decreased in health over the years. So you cannot jump to the conclusion that it's got to be because of the V.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Thank you. I appreciate that. Unless you can say it in a really coded way. You know what? But we can't even do that, because then the AI is going to eventually catch on to that. And I want to be able to talk about this stuff without having to use the old, now I'm talking to the AI disclaimer, which I've done, 3 times now?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's right, isn't it, Gordon? Should we go back to that movie poster? No, I'm kidding. That's over and done with. But I'm just saying, truth is truth, no matter what other people believe. You know, there's the truth, and there's what other people believe.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the old adage, you know, well, the sky's blue. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is. The sky's blue. No, it's not. Well, the sky's blue. No, it's not. There's just some people that just want to argue, and it doesn't matter what happens. They're just going to do that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that right, Poopy? Yeah, he's stupid. And yeah, Poopy for council. 2024. Poopy's going to run.
That would be awesome if you did that.
Just a Poopy?
Yes. You would have to dress like one of the guys in the Blue Man group, so your face would be covered too, and you'd have Poopy in your hands, and then you just talk like that the whole time.
Hey, Poopy, right? Yeah. All right, so do you have some more stories?
That's over, guys. Then we've got to get into what definitions of words are. I know what you're saying, Gordon. Yeah. The sky isn't blue because I don't define the word blue that way. So I'm right.
Yep. And what color blue?
Oh, what shade of blue?
Who was you to say it should be sky blue? Blah.
How do you define what is? How do you define what blue is?
Yeah.
It's it's maroon.
You're maroon. Oh, wow.
Low hanging fruit right here.
Right.
Okay, enough. We get it. Okay. You're beating an already dead horse.
Right. So speaking of beating a dead horse, do you have some more stories you'd like to get off your docket, if you will?
Yeah, I found this one interesting.
Good.
Tell me if you would do this. Okay, so a passenger with a severe nut allergy spent $185 buying every packet of peanuts on her flight to stop anyone opening them. We all know what a peanut allergy can do to a person. With some people, they can go into anaphylactic shock, heart attack. So this person decided to do something about it, bought all the peanuts on the plane so no one could open them. Now, is that a good idea to you? Was that a good strategy?
I believe that is a genius idea.
There we go.
She didn't bitch at anybody. She didn't complain. She just said, I'll buy all the peanuts. Thank you. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. If there's other things people can eat there, that's great. Yeah, it's been a busy day avoiding death.
Yeah, we talked about wheelchairs earlier in the show. Like,
way to miss your window. It was right in your wheelhouse, bro. But yeah.
Wheels in your house. I brought my own. Oh, you killed her anyway. In that video game version. Yes, peanuts are still sold. No, now I'm thinking of WestJet. Because WestJet gives you cookies or crackers, I think, as
I don't even
complimentary.
know. Yeah, I don't even know.
When was the last time you flew?
Oh, geez. 2009?
Wow.
Yeah. But I would think, and that's a better point. I think Brody's right. With the amount of people that are allergic to peanuts and have a nut allergy, I'm shocked they still have peanuts on a plane. Honestly.
Yeah. When you read the story, when she boarded the return flight, she said the cabin crew refused her request to make an announcement that she had a peanut allergy, and it was against the airline's policy. So this goes back to what you were saying about the minority being catered to. This is an example of the minority turning the situation around positively for themselves, given the circumstances and the situation.
Well, if you live in Texas, I'm surprised there's not fucking tiger meat on it for frick's sakes.
Put in a quarter.
Yeah, right? I said frick.
Did you? I
did.
swear I didn't hear that.
No,
Okay,
I said frick.
Fine.
I said frick. So you can go frick yourself.
So she discovered the airline would be selling peanuts on the flight and felt the only solution was to buy every pack available. It cost her apparently $185 to buy 48 packs of peanuts. I don't think the airline is going to reimburse her. So at least she was able to kind of rectify the situation for herself, which is great.
And I'm okay with that. I'm quite fine with that. No, I kind of agree with her. Like, again, gosh. If you're that sensitive to, like, even being around them, and then it's an issue, right? And yeah, it should have been made clear, definitely, in my opinion. So, yeah.
All the pro-peanut people are going to come out of the woodwork saying, no, we shouldn't have to cater to her. She should find some other way to travel. Well, come on, they're peanuts.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure they did give her the peanuts. She just didn't open them.
Mm-hmm.
So she had them all in her possession. I think I get where you're coming from, Gordon, but it kind of falls flat for me. What's this?
Oh, I have no idea, dude. I can't watch Collision anymore because I don't have the TSN app. But it's hard to say. Who knows with wrestling these days? He could be setting some up for All In, really. So, well, no, because those nuts are the ones that she gets on her chin. What?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Sometimes pistachios go a little long. I mean.
Nope. And we lost a viewer for that comment. Thanks. But it was one of your friends, so I guess
Alma
it's
okay.
Just left. No, Tex, I don't think she goes to a bar or a sports game in order to fly from one part of Europe to another. I would almost be willing to bet she doesn't go to bars or pubs, as they would call them over there, or sports games. Well, sports games, yeah, they would sell peanuts in the stands, but I'm pretty sure she can avoid those. Outdoor, maybe. I don't know.
No,
Never had a peanut allergy.
No, me neither. Oh, wasn't that mighty nice of you?
I'm not justifying that with a response.
Anyways, yeah, more
Yep.
more story.
Moving on. Yep.
Moving on.
So speaking of ignorance, this has been sitting around for a while, and I wanted to get this out of the way. Autism and ADHD. So people used to go undiagnosed because they had zero support or understanding. So more people are being diagnosed with it because we recognize the signs in this day and age. This is similar to how I think, and maybe this is an erroneous claim, people in the 1600s in New England would be accused of being witches. Maybe some of them had autism or ADHD. Maybe they were suffering from brain damage. Maybe they had other mental illnesses, but nope, if you're acting that way, that must mean you're a witch. See, it's that Occam's razor thing again.
Yep.
Yes, Tex, she used capitalism to help her. I'm pretty sure you're in favor of that.
All right. I had a brain fart. What are we talking about again?
We'll see if we can get you back with this one. Stupid people.
Okay, seriously, what were we talking about? I had a point to make, and I totally got distracted by a picture. That's like movie theory. It's like in Bruce Almighty, Morgan Freeman's character isn't God; he's actually the devil.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? I thought I had a point to make. So
autism and ADHD diagnosis.
Thank you. I was horribly bored in school. I remember like one of the paragraphs would be on the paper, like making like bouncy lines. My guy was jumping down, like terribly bored. And I don't know if I've ever told this story. Probably have. But I was getting. We're having a Halloween party at my house, and the house I lived in at the time had a huge garage. So I'm getting it ready to go, and I was like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do that. And I was like, oh, I gotta go, and then I went, okay. And that's when it hit me with my son, who has ADHD and defiant disorder. That's where like he doesn't care if you give him credit, like he wants to get in trouble, like it doesn't bother him. Okay. I remember thinking to myself, imagine what his little brain goes through when me at 31, 32 at the time, I think it was, I can't barely get my mind straight. And it actually helped me in my relationship with my son realize what and I actually was a lot more patient after that when I was like, okay, like I got to calm down a little more. His little brain is firing at a bazillion miles per second. I got to help him try to focus. And that's just it. I'm not saying I would have been a Rhodes Scholar or anything, but maybe if I would have been diagnosed in high school, maybe I had proper medication, maybe it would have helped me. Because I hated school with a passion, with every fiber of my being.
Tex, have you seen the movie Witchfinder General? I'm pretty sure that's from 1968 with Vincent Price. Very good movie. That to me, that movie and movies like that dealt with that subject matter of the time, that to me revealed a lot of selfishness and corruption on the part of the Catholic Church at the time, because they were just, and I hate to use this term, but they were going around just accusing people of being witches, and it was wanton disregard for pretty much any rationality or logic. You got to watch a few of those movies to understand what I mean. And I think it was in The Witches of Eastwick, Jack Nicholson's character. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
His character had a line that went something along the lines of, do you know why they accused so many women of being witches back in those days? It's because they wanted to get rid of midwives. Something like that. You got to look at the IMDb quotes for that movie to find it, but I'm pretty sure he said something like that, and that's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Going back again to the catering to the minority, if you had been diagnosed in high school with let's say ADD or ADHD, and in order for you to function in school, people had to communicate with you on a different level. The vast majority of us, not just teachers. Mm-hmm. Is that at all different than what you were talking about earlier with catering to a minority of people and what they want and how they deal with the world?
No, I believe when it comes to that, you can give medication and it'll help people.
Okay.
That's, it's not catering at all. Because again, they haven't done, well, I guess they have dummied school down, but in a lot of ways they haven't. There are kids that graduated that probably should not have graduated. Oh, I'm always doing multiple. Unless I'm sitting, like playing a video, even when I'm playing unless I'm deep into a video game, same thing. I'm always doing multiple things at the same time. So yeah, it's. Anyways, back to our video of stupid people.
Have you ever heard of the Just Stop Oil protests?
I have. Is this the morons that were sitting in the middle of the road when the woman... Okay, anyways, yes, I have. Yeah.
This is at the British Grand Prix. Morons in question. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. We love you too.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where's security?
You'll see.
Oh my god.
Yep. Here comes some of the pit crew. You can't reason with people like that. You just drag them off. Yep.
Oh!
It's a climate emergency.
Joe Leland shots fired.
Climate emergency.
Okay, so there was one of these people were in the middle of a road, and they're sitting in front of a big truck, and they're dragging him off to keep going back out. Well, this woman comes out, and one of the protesters is a woman, and this other woman grabs her by her ponytail and drags her off the road.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it, because it was wonderful. You want to do your other vehicle while I'm looking for this? Or other video, I'm sorry, video vehicle.
Yep. Of course, you always got to follow up one group of stupid with another. I will forever make the argument that male Karens should be called Darrens simply because of the easiness of remembering a rhyme. But before I get into that, you had found something.
I did. I found it. So this is the same thing, but now they've successfully stopped traffic. This is in, well, it says in Germany, so just, I think this is the same one. Look at these morons. You have nothing better to do with your time, eh? Look at that. So she's cussing her out because they're muted there. Like, look at watch this. Children's bull. Like, here, hold this. And Steven said, hold it. Oh, he's like, look at this. Here, you want to go again? Yeah, just. Yep. Now this, to me, is what happens when you don't smack the kids around. This is undisciplined kids who just do spoil crap to get what they want. Again, you have nothing better to do with your time. Nothing. Nothing at all than to lay in the middle of the road. Ugh. Yeah, it's got a badonk-a-donk, badonk-a-donk in the yoga pants, gray yoga pants, badonk-a-donk.
Yeah, if I had a ponytail, she could drag me off anytime she wants.
Oh! Anyways, video.
And
oh, go ahead.
Brody, that's a typically, oh, pardon me, Tex had said that. With overdiagnosis, that's typically an American thing to diagnose people and then just give them pills, at least from some of the documentaries I've seen, but documentaries, so biased point of view. So, yeah.
No, when my son started on the pills, it was a very small dose, and it was changed stuff in his diet, which we did, and exercise. Now, he's always exercised. He's always been in sports. It was things like red dye. Like, we would just, the red dye would trigger his ADHD. It would just overstimulate him big time. Like, we even just fed him white cheese, like, because he loved cheese. So it would just be like, I mean, cheese is white anyways. It'd be dyed orange, right? So, like, it would just feed him white cheese. He was actually with the in-laws or my ex's grandparents, and we warned him, said, hey, look, he doesn't do red dye. Stay away from sugars. What did they give him? Twizzlers and a cream soda. And they wonder why he was bat crap crazy, basically hanging off the roof. So red dye, sugar, like, so. Shalom.
Yep. Yeah, and exercise. I can't speak to what depression is or feels like or looks like because I don't know that I've ever been depressed, and I can't really say that I would ascribe it to my almost lifelong I wouldn't go with struggle or obsession, my habit of exercising, especially in the gym. But I've heard other people talk about how important it is to keep exercising to stay away from a depressive state. And I know go ahead.
I have no problem talking about this, and I think more guys need to talk about this. I went through a bout of it on Saturday. I don't know what triggered. Oh yes, I knew what triggered it. My leg was excruciatingly sore. We went to SmackDown on Friday. I'd done a lot of walking, standing, sitting in tight quarters. My leg was really sore. And it was a combination of my leg hurt, and then in my mind I'm thinking, like, is this what's going to have to happen every time I want to do something that I enjoy? Like, I go to a concert, if I go to, I avoid theaters now. I won't go to a theater because I can't get, unless I could get one of those seats where my feet can go up, I'm not going to go because I can't adjust my leg enough to keep it comfortable. So Saturday was rough. My wife gets upset when I say this, and I'm hope my sister and my mom and that don't hear this, but those are the times I wish maybe my leg had just been cut off. And just that there's times that I feel that maybe it wouldn't hurt as much if it was just a nub, like, I don't know that. I'm not, a doctor or anything like that. And I'm sure I could find people that would say, no, you're silly for even thinking that. I think most people would say that. But, I worked through it, and it sucked because I didn't, I hid away from my wife and my son because I didn't want to take anything out on them because they hadn't done anything wrong. And I didn't want to snap on them for no reason, because they didn't deserve it at all. And, and I think most people, especially the ones that know me, and like even out of the show, me and Alex haven't been around each other, face to face in 10 years.
11.
Is it 11? But still, like, the only one that really is Joe and Brody, if she's still here, and Brody's here. And they know me. I'm a pretty happy guy. I'm usually pretty cheerful. So when I get in the dumps, it's bad. And I think people need to talk about it more. And I worked through it. I got through it, and then the next day I had a great workout. Yesterday I had a great workout, and we took a dog for a walk and the whole 9 yards. So, but I worked through it. So,
and that's one of the reasons that I'm going to bring up the description for today's show now, is that find your happy and cling to it, hold on to it, because for Nick and I, doing this show is one of our happy spots. And I know for Ryan, that's the case as well, being in the comments and just, being here with us in some way, shape, or form, and probably with Brody and other people as well, and with Tex as well. And mental health is a real thing. And Nick has said it before that, yes, guys have that problem too, and we should talk about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It does not diminish you as a person to talk about mental health or depression and being down in the dumps. And we hope that our show helps you, Tex, or anyone else who has watched at any point in time, even in some small way, just for a few minutes.
That's what this is all really about,
Yeah.
It's just us having fun, and yeah, and I think because there's always been, the males are supposed to be strong. I mean, men are supposed to be the alphas, if you will. And, sometimes when you don't feel that way, it can really F with your mind,
And a good friend of ours, Susan, she loved the stream on Facebook. Thank you so much, Susan. Hope you're doing well. And it does not make a person any less of a man if you talk about these mental problems. You can still go out and fight someone. We're not advocating that. Or deadlift 400 pounds. We're
advocating that, though. Record that.
Drink a beer and be a man. And still talk about these things. It's all about the dynamics of being a human being. Mm-hmm. And one of the happy things about doing this show now is that I get to, mess with Alma a little bit and apologize to Bolo at the same time for hitting on his wife. No, I'm kidding. It's one of those in jokes that I've developed now. And to me, it's
like
fun.
Big Red. I always joke about seeing her big red snapper, but we saw it all swollen up. I think I needed a before and after picture. We never got the after. Hello, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Yes, there needs to be support. You're exactly right, Jolene. And even if it's, doing the bro thing, like with Brody, if your way of supporting Brody is to mess with him, to insult him, but in a friendly way, so that he can open up to it and then talk with you about it and hopefully work through it that way. That's just a hypothetical, though. Yes, and we're human beings, we're social creatures. And in this day and age, with the amount of communication we can do and do and should continue to do.
Do. See, and yes. That's where we revert to, right? Do. Okay. Well, for like a connection, and I don't know if this is along the line of the same thing. I want to show you something. You can see my fat gut here, but so most people. Okay, so Chad, the old man Lissick we bug. I was actually really good friends with his brother in high school, Trevor, and Brody said doo-doo too. So I want to show you this the connection that people make because in it this holds such a stupid moment. So this here. Ken Shamrock toy that Trevor bought for me. Oh gosh, see if I can find the date on this here. WrestleMania promotion 2007. So this is for. So this is probably 2006. Sorry, just trying to find the date on it. Sorry guys. 2006. When he brought this for me. Now, this was long after I had moved from Mackenzie, a couple of years, and long time since me and Trevor had been together, and this all came from playing Nintendo 64. And wrestling on there had a Ken Shamrock, and we would pop because he was so like over the top, and if you weren't an Attitude Era fan, you won't get it, but like he'd be like, there was a bit that when the DX made fun of the Nation, and they make fun of Ken Shamrock. X-Pac did. That wasn't the Nation, but made fun of Ken Shamrock. And he'd be like, and then Shamrock could always go, "I'm in the zone. 5 knuckles something, right? Or time to knuckle up." And then like X-Pac turned to 5 knuckle shuffle, and it stuck. And we play this game and we laugh because the Ken Shamrock character would go, right? And so this was like years later, like, because this would have came out in either 2000 or 2000, well, probably 99, 2000. And Trevor bought that for me 7 years later. This is I got it in a random gift. And that's the connection humans, those ones that mean a lot to you. Like, it will surprise you every once in a while with a holy crap, like, who would have thought, right? So,
yeah. Shout out to Trevor Lissick. He has magnificent calves.
Yeah, he did have some pretty gnarly legs on him. He really did, actually.
Oh yeah.
No, well, because it's small. Listen here, Brody. You're the last person to be saying to anybody about their eyesight, sir. It's really small, right? Like, look how small that is.
Does Brody wear glasses now?
No. But he's always had eye issues, though. He probably should wear glasses. I would gather he'd have to wear glasses. I would think so. Actually, I saw Joe with the boys in Walmart, and just so outgoing, and Leo is so like, he cracks me up. That kid is awesome. Brody's youngest one. Oh God, he cracks me up. He looked so annoyed. I love you so much, Brody. I love you so much. He like, because I was having a conversation with Joe, right? Whatever, and he just looked so annoyed the fact that the garbage man is taking up his time. It was awesome. Like, hello, we have stuff to look at. We're at Walmart here, Big Nick. Come on. Oh, it was great. Anyways, did we even play the dumb video, the Karen video?
Not yet.
Okay, wow. Yes. Like, it's like, hey, tell me you're telling me to F off without telling me you're telling me to F off. Like, and that's what the look he gave me. I'm like, bro, I'm just talking with your mom. Chill out. Like, we're friends. Relax. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah. My face is saying what my mouth isn't.
All right. Going back to what I had said earlier, a male Karen is known as a Darren, and here's a good example of that.
My car.
I know I did. You're not speak English, okay?
What? You hit my car and I need some insurance now.
I don't have my insurance card.
You don't have insurance card?
Progressive.
But I need the card and
I don't have it.
I need the driver license. You hit like behind my car.
Shut up.
Wow.
Fucking done gook.
Whoa.
Oh my God. I've got to go get my daughter.
Doesn't matter. You hit my car.
Big fucking deal.
You hear me?
Wow. Did you see this video? It was on Rogan. Reverse. The woman hit the guy's car. Rogan talks about it. She hits his car, and he gets out, and maybe other guys have seen this, and she's yelling at him because she rear-ended him. Like, she is yelling at him, and it's just like, whoa. Like, yeah, and she hit him. Like, you can see it in the cameras and everything. She's like, why did you hit me? He's like, you hit me. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was so cool back then, bro.
Yeah, bro. You didn't see me back there.
Bro. Or in a single game. Yes. Yep, there it is. Tex, what did you think of Married with Children? It's my favorite TV show.
I don't know if we're going to get hit for playing this. Do you think we will if I play Rogan?
Maybe try and get only the footage of the car being hit with no audio.
Okay, well here. Okay, so it's gonna be muted. So, but there's text for it. So this is the same thing. You'll get the picture by just seeing it. Like it's the same thing. And this guy's like, no, right? So, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we get dinged for this one, so be it. I'll take the hit on this one.
And he's laughing at her because she ran into him. Watch, comes around. Boom! It hits him, and then she gets rear-ended because she hit another guy.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing though. Not my fault, right?
Yeah, I love the show's writing. And by season 4 or 5, I think they had the characters down pretty good and they could go with more and more ridiculous situations, which is why the show with the no chicken, no check, where they had to bring the chicken with them in the car, Bud and Kelly did. That's a great episode.
One of my favorite ones, aside from the food, the shopping spree, is when Al's car was going to hit 1,000,000 kilometers.
Yes.
And when he's sitting in the garage, like, okay, my impression of Oprah Winfrey. I can't remember the other names. He said a couple other too, and yeah.
Yep.
Why did you say I look like a chicken?
Jesus, I haven't seen Home Improvement since it was on TV back in the 90s.
Yeah, me neither. And I quite enjoyed it. But I heard, I've been seeing reports that the guy that plays one of the oldest brother is a real douche.
I've heard, yeah.
Domestic charges and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, Tim Allen, because I think he bills himself now as a real Republican in Hollywood. So he'll get the ear of the right wing every time he says, "Oh, I'm being," and I don't know that he's ever said this, or I'm being restricted or something like that. I'm not going to talk about it because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but you can find it for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, do we have any more videos? Well, that was heartburn. Blah.
You know, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And I don't think we ever saw that actor's face.
I think the last episode. The last episode, I think.
And just the way the top half of that actor's face looked, I always thought it was the old guy from the original Pet Sematary from 1990, but I don't think it was him.
It wasn't. No.
Yeah, Tim, he was doing some of that stuff in the 90s. 80s and 90s, I think. But he was still able to deliver a performance every week, so good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, and he was coked right out.
Oh, the tiger blood on that guy. Yeah.
No doubt. Yep.
Yeah. Yes, so I'm going to play this just because I'm pretty sure we've played this before, but it's a really good throwback.
Touch me!
Gotta get this on video. It's easier. It's easier.
From the top.
Okay.
It's easier. It's easier.
My favorite one still is the chick at Walmart. You motherfucker. She's my favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Oh, Fred Gwynne, yes. That's right. He was a great actor. Yes, a very distinctive look and voice to him. Yes. I think he died in the mid to late 90s. But yes, good actor. Maybe it was the 2000s. Yeah. So if there's anything to learn from this video, it's to not kind of jog toward a police officer with your hand out saying, "Do not."
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Turn to me and say, "Oh, what happened to your face?" And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Giggity, giggity, giggity, giggity."
But what did she actually say?
I don't know. Who cares? Why do we need to know? She said giggity, giggity, goo.
Maybe it was a really good line. She does have a few out there. I've played 3 of hers over the course of the past 2 years. Oh.
Michael. I'll show you after. I'm not putting this on. Not a chance. So.
Oh, she got a frying pan in the face.
Okay, is there any more stuff? I'm sorry. I had band rehearsal right before this. I'm tired.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll cut it off here.
Unless you got more you want to go. You got the show.
I might as well get 1 or 2 of these out of the way. So if you're ever in the woods, we all taste like chicken. Just remember that. That's what everyone should leave this show with, no matter what our color, race, religion, creed. We all taste like chicken to this guy.
All right. I don't know if we get dinged for this one, but this is too good not to share. Because it sounds just like it. Oh, not this one. I can't share this one. I can't share that one. Oh, I can't share that one yet. All right. I'll share this screen instead. Oh, no. I messed it up. Okay. Now, whenever you're feeling sad, remember what Bone Thugs and Harmony said.
When judgment comes for you, it's just gonna go for you. And I'm gonna miss everybody out of rolling close like I look at it once
Okay.
Oh, they just gonna want to fight.
Smokey out here representing the 606. I'm out here calling out Macho Man from fucking Boone County.
Yeah!
It's showtime. Boone County's taking over. Fuck Boone County. Fuck Macho Man. Let's fucking get it. August 19th.
My diet plan for this fight is Wheaties. I love Wheaties. Wheaties is the way.
You weedy eating pussy motherfucker. Let's fucking go. Whoa!
Come on! Get some! Bye-bye!
We need tickets to this event. This needs to be a pay-per-view.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we're going to get dinged for that Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I'll take that. But that was pretty good. Unfortunately, with Facebook, it's going to lump all of that audio together, and I always challenge it every time and click on Restore Audio. But ugh.
No, sorry. I thought it was worth it though. So. The Trailer Mania, I'm all about it. All right.
He's got more of a slang to his accent than you do, I guess, Tex. Hey, is that why you can talk down on him? Okay, all right. We're going to get out of here because Nick is tired and probably hungry too. So.
No, I'm just tired.
All right. Thanks to everyone who was here today. Brody, Ryan, Tex, Gordon, Alma, Chad, Ashley, Jolene, Susan, anyone I missed, I apologize. People we haven't seen in a while, really, Hanama, Overseer, Penny, Trish, Jen, Corey, both Trevors, Jolene, Big Red, I don't think we saw last week, so hope you're doing well.
Yeah, she was here last week.
She was, okay.
Just a quick run-in.
And a shout out to Gareth. What music do you have to recommend this week?
Oh. What? Yeah, I think Tex is more of a thrillbilly. No. So I'm gonna go with Cannibal Corpse.
Yes.
From the 2023 album Chaos Horrific. Song number 3, Summoned for Sacrifice. Again, I'm not a big guy of this music, but Cole sent me this, and I actually really like this one. Check out the cover. It looks very evil, or Army of Darkness, Evil Dead to me. You need to check that out. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah, Cannibal Corpse, Summoned for Sacrifice.
Nice.
What movie?
I got 2 movies this week. So out of the almost 20 movies that I saw in the past week, this first one, this is a Polish film from 1971. It is called The Third Part of the Night. I think this is Andrzej Zulawski's first film. It's kind of a strange story. It borders on surrealism. However, if you want to get a good idea of what Polish cinematography looks like, especially in the 1970s, this is a great example. This movie is 1:47. Again, it's kind of strange, but just go with it. Let it wash over you. Don't question it. Just go with it. Just try and keep your brain active when you're watching this movie, because it goes to some interesting places. And again, the photography is fantastic, especially for 1971. The other movie, this one's from 2014. I'm pretty sure this is Danish. It is called The Treatment. I think Sound of Freedom is still fresh in people's minds. I haven't seen that. I'll probably see it one day. This is somewhat akin to that. It's not about child trafficking, but the subject matter is quite disturbing, very disturbing at one point, but it's a very, very well-handled movie. I highly recommend it, especially for the performance by the main actor. Very good. Good movie all around. Some subtle performances sometimes, but overall it's a very good movie. It's very well handled. Again, very disturbing subject matter. So if you're not into this kind of thing, then I don't blame you for skipping it. But very well done movie.
Or you can watch the new Transformers. It's on Paramount.
Rise of the Beast. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Again, even though the last one was super long and wasn't very good, it's still Transformers. I'm gonna watch it. So, and Guardians, the last Guardians is on as well on Disney Plus. So
Part 3.
yes,
So. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Again, I wish I could go to the theater, but yeah, unless I can get one of them comfy seat kickouts, it ain't gonna be happening again. So
Cineplex VIP has the seats that extend. I don't know if they have that in Lethbridge. But...
I got in Calgary, so if I were gonna go, that's where I'd have to go. So.
And just for the YouTube AI, it'll probably take a week for the transcript of this show to show up, but we do not advocate violence or medical misinformation. I don't know how many times we have to say that to make that clear. I will be disputing the claim of medical misinformation from our show number 100 because I love that show. I put a lot into the intro for that show.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I'm kind of dismayed by that. Anyone who knows us knows that we do not advocate medical misinformation. We simply bring it up to ridicule it.
Most of the time, yep.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked the Transformer. I think it was Bumblebee with Haley Steinfeld. That one was pretty good.
Was that the one with John Cena?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one Cena was in.
I haven't seen the newest Indiana Jones yet. I think Frank from The Harsh Truth, and Tex, you can speak to this, said it was pretty good. I can't remember. Stadium seats are pre-reserved. Yeah, because they got no cushioning to them. I don't know that I've ever sat in stadium seats, but I've been in those on those wooden benches, and those aren't much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Bumblebee was great. Yeah. I'm a fan of Haley Stein. I think it's Steinfeld. Can't remember. She's good, though. Okay. So we will go now.
Okay.
Frank was okay with it. All right. There's the official word. We're old. Well, in 2 weeks, Nick will be old. Not quite.
So you.
Yeah, but not old like you, you know.
Well.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I guess. You're a penis.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, you know what you should go look at? I just went to look because it's not there. I'm going to show you right now. We got a cool thing going on our channel, like all our live videos now. Our faces almost line up, and the videos go side by side. I've never went back to look, right?
Okay.
So I just went and looked. Look at our faces almost line up perfectly. Yours is a little longer than mine. Look how close that is.
In a future intro, I might morph our faces. I don't know. I'm going to do something with it, but that's a while down the line.
Well, ladies, get ready to have your panties wet because there's going to be a metamorphosis of the Garbage Man and Alex. All right.
Yep. And that's how it was.
That'll get their butts in the seat.
But until then, we shall be back.
Bye, everybody.
As Nick likes to say, love every... What the hell do you say?
Just love one another, be nice to each other, and party on, Alex.
Party on, Nick. And think before you say something. Think before you do something. But if you're partying on, you're not doing that. And if you're watching this show, you're not doing that either.
You're going to party on.
Okay. Can we go now?
And...